Supporting, and if you are returning, of course I love you all and thank you all for supporting as well. So today I'm gonna let y'all spend Saturday with me. I kind of got a kid free weekend, not really a kid free weekend, but I got a couple of things going on, and so my lovely mother was like, yeah, go, I'll watch Aiden for you, so it's semi kid free, but I'm gonna show you what I do as an autism mom. This year I promised myself that I would do more outings. If I get invited places, which I often do, that I was gonna go more. And so I'm just gonna take y'all along that journey with me, because as you know, I am not a resource autism mom. Like, if I know something, I'll tell you, because I'm not gatekeeping. But I'm definitely one of those moms in the community. I'm supporting the other moms. That's what I got to give. So if that's not your thing, that's cool. But for me, I just want to promote self-love, self-worth, and positivity in moms, because sometimes it gets hard. Even with the help in the village that I have, it gets hard. It gets really rough. So yeah, I just want to do that with you all. I'm about to do my makeup real quick, because like I said, I got somewhere else to go this evening, and I'm taking y'all with me. It's for my little sis. But now I'm going to a brunch that my friend is having, which I love her as a friend. We don't talk often, but we know that our friendship is there. We're very supportive of one another. We both know that if it's something we need, we can call each other. If it's something she needs me to be there for her for, I'm gonna be there. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop on into that today. And y'all, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not trying to do no tutorial. This is just when I have time to do stuff and to have a chit chat. My content manager, aka my mom, she's everything, came in and was like, why won't you talk to them, because Autism Awareness Month is coming up, and just record yourself and take them with you, and just instead of giving y'all a silent video of me throughout the day. So yeah, Autism Awareness Month is next month. Yay! And this is a very exciting month for us to advocate extra heavy, even though I advocate and talk about autism all the time, because it is a part of my life. And I want my son to be accepted. And I think that's the biggest thing. If you don't know about autism, that's because you're selfish and you're kind of oblivious to what's going on in the world, because everybody talks about autism. I think at this point now, it's getting the acceptance from our babies, for our babies or whatnot, from the world. So a lot of moms are doing events and are really just having a time getting the word out about how you can accept our little ones. And I am here to help mamas regulate their mind and have fun in life, and just remember who they were before they were a mom, before they were an autism mom, before everything just started like changing for us per se. So for me, I had a couple of events that I was gonna do, but I wasn't able to do them because the things that I had for the moms was not going to be ready. But I have other things online that I have coming up and coming out, and I'm super excited for it. One thing that I am doing, and if you are interested in it, I'm going to add more days, but once a month I'm having a wind down Wednesdays, which will be on Wednesday. My first one is April 2nd, and it's a very intimate group. I don't have no more than like 6 girls. Actually, not gonna lie, I got 10 in each group, and I think after that I'm gonna make it smaller because I want to give everybody time. But basically it's just a meet up on Zoom where us moms, we talk, have a glass of wine, and I have fun activities for the moms to do and things for them to think about. I am currently networking with others who support the autism community, so that I can be able to have special guests to assist us with things like IEPs. If we need an advocate, we can call this person, but just kind of like promote different things so moms can feel comfortable and know that we are truly supported. with it being Autism Awareness Month, I think it's very important for people to understand that we aren't doing this just to get our names out, or we're not doing this for malicious purposes or exposing our kids or things of that nature. It's genuinely people want you to understand their child. We want also people that don't have access to different resources to have access to certain resources. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a professional, but I do think a small support group is like very important. And it's not me giving people advice. It's just me basically like, hey, we're moms, here we are, support one another, vent. And it's not to be spread out, but it's just to give people that comfort zone that they have somebody to talk to. Because I don't think people really realize a lot of people don't have support, which is very shocking to me, because I have a very like supporting family, and I just don't understand how others say, you know, that they don't have support, or people don't support their kids or their grandkids on this different journey, you know, because it is very hard. It gets difficult. What I want everybody to do, though, is whether you're an autism mom or you know someone with an autistic child, venture out and listen to different podcasts just so you can hear what moms have going on. There are so many podcasts dedicated to moms as they talk about their journey and what they're going through, not just mine but others, because there's so many stories, and I know I only have a few, but very impactful, and all of our stories are impactful at that. But I just challenge you to go on Spotify or go on YouTube, watch some of the channels. Like, there's so many channels out there that where people are sharing their journey about what goes on with their kids. Just watch and learn, and that's one way you can be supportive this month, the month of April. Is just once a week listen to something or watch something. It's going to be so much out there for you all to, you know, adventure out and see. Just small little things. But as far as me, I know I will be letting out a lot of videos the month of April. Bear with me, because I'm gonna get them out as much as I can. I'm very excited about Autism Awareness Month. If you're watching this video and you have an event, or because tomorrow is just the 30th, so if you have an event or something going on where maybe people can donate, or if they can watch something that you're having online, if you're having a webinar, if you're having like a Zoom meetup for other moms, because we can never have too many Zoom meetups. Comment below and give us that information so that everyone can have it. And I'll even post it on my Instagram page, and follow y'all on Instagram also. That way we can get the word out and get these resources and help out to other moms. Alright, so y'all, I'm working on my time management skills real bad, and I'm running a tad bit behind. So I'm going to meet up with you all in the car, and we'll have our little chit chat about a few things that has been going on in the autism community. All right, so I am headed to the brunch, and I'm low-key upset a little bit because I went and washed my car earlier today, and now the pollen is back on my car. I don't know what's going on, but it is like raining pollen. Like, and it's so bad that, y'all, my baby, his eye is swollen. My eye does the same thing, but the older that I've gotten, I have learned how to control it by taking my medications and things like that. And I'm just going to have to do that with him, like, the whole pollen season. I really hate it because he loves to go outside. But I'm going to have to just spend that money that I don't want to spend and just take him to a center with an indoor playground, because I can't have my baby out here getting sick. Like, the grounds in Atlanta, Georgia is just like full of pollen. It's like the sky opened up and said, let there be pollen all over. But anyways, I am headed to the brunch, and I wanted to chit chat with you all about a couple of things. I'm going to do longer videos on them because I have like so many opinions. Like, I have opinions, and I don't, and it weirds me out, like, how people think. And sometimes I feel like, oh, I talk about autism too much. And sometimes when those people make those comments about, oh, y'all make autism your whole world, I don't make autism my whole world. I do have a life outside of being an autism mom. And I forgot about her a long time ago. And when I went through some things at the end of last year, I just made a promise to myself that I wasn't losing who I was again, because I'm a fun girl. Like, I have a great personality. I'm funny. I don't joke too much on here because I do talk about autism a lot. But those comments bother me. And so I go to thinking, like, am I talking about autism too much? Like, is autism my world? But my child has autism, and he's level 3. To me, he's high functioning, but they say he's not, and I'm not in denial. I just feel like my baby can't talk, but he used a device and communicate other ways. But hey, he'll always need my assistance. But when I see different things on social media, I'm like, oh yeah, we don't talk about autism as much as we think we do, because you would think some people would know certain things not to say or use autism as a key moment, or let's make a joke out of it, because it's not funny. And I don't think people realize, like, autism not only affects the child, but it also affects every single person that's like around them. And it changes parents and caregivers' entire world. And there's nothing to joke about. I don't think autism is funny. Even when I didn't know much about autism, I never took it as a joke. Personally, I didn't know much about them at all. Like, I was kind of selfish, oblivious. But then again, let me say this. Back when I was growing into the woman that I am today, autism wasn't talked about that much when I was like in my 20s, my early 20s. And I'm telling y'all my age. I ain't that old, but you know, it is what it is. But during my early 20s, autism wasn't talked about like that. Social media, when I was on Instagram and Facebook earlier, like, whatever we did, we posted. It wasn't like, let's talk about this in detail, or let's show people. It was like, whatever we wanted to post, that's what you were getting that day, and that's just what it was. And I miss that part of social media, but I do love this part of it because I have an opportunity to speak out about autism. But anyways, this month actually, Kanye, who says he has autism, has been making a lot of like sideways comments and things like that. And I want people to understand that autism doesn't give you the right to be an a-hole, or to just say whatever you want to say, or even to talk about people's kids, like the comment he made about B&J's kids. You know, I don't even want to say that, but whatever's going on with her son, they say he doesn't like loud noises. That's fine. She can keep him in the house. She ain't got to tell us what's going on with her son. But for Kanye to come out and use the R word and say that, and then it's like, sweetie, you have like autism per se. That's what you say, apparently. And it's just weird that he would come on there. Like, his actions don't equal autism, and it doesn't make it okay because he feels like he's autistic. And I feel like he told us that because he just want to sit and say and do things that he want to do and feel like, oh, that's an excuse because I can't control my actions. It's not. but I'll go deeper into that later. Also, a young lady on Facebook made a status that her house burnt down. I feel so bad for her, but she said her autistic son did it. And posting your business on social media can go left or right, and that's why I'm very careful about what I say and what I put on the internet, because I don't have time. Like, I personally will go back and forth with all 10K posts. Like, my friends and I will get up under comments and go back and forth. I don't have time for that. And the comments and the shares that she received told me exactly what I needed to know. That you cannot talk about autism too much. You cannot advocate too much. Like, it has to be known, because the comments were so ugly. And I'm gonna do a video on that, because I took a lot of screenshots of comments that I was like, are you dumb? Are you slow? Like, don't have kids. Like, regardless, don't have kids. That's how I was looking at some of those comments, because it doesn't matter how hard we watch our kids, they're gonna get into something. Because I feel like, for me, Aiden is very curious, and I literally have to watch. When I say watch him like a hawk, I have to. When it gets too quiet and he stopped vocal stemming, I have to go find him, because I don't know what he's doing. So as a parent, like, it's difficult at times, because at a certain age, a lot of atypical moms, they can let their kids, they have to watch them, but they don't have to watch them to the extreme how we have to watch our kids or whatever. And those comments, I just was like, oh, don't have kids. Please don't ever have kids. But sometimes people have to experience things and reap that back. Because even though this example is nowhere near to the comments, I remember I used to say, I'll never have Aiden on a harness or a leash, whatever you want to call it. Guess what I had to do? I had to put Aiden on a leash, a kid's leash, because he was an eloper. And I used to talk about those parents so bad, because I was like, why would they restrict them, or why would they keep them, you know, from having that freedom of walking, not understanding autism, or kids elope and every child doesn't have the capacity to walk next to their parents without a harness or a leash or whatever. And look at here, I had to bite those same words, because, and I don't think it's karma, but I said something and I was judging a parent, and turned around and look, I had to put my baby on the same exact thing. So, you know, you always have to be careful of what you say, you know, when you're just out looking in through a glass window. I guess that's what we can say. You're just looking in through a glass window and really don't know the depths of it. But I took a lot of screenshots, so I'm going to do a video on that and give my honest opinion on how I actually feel about people and their opinions when it comes to autism, and they don't have a clue. So then, off of that, this girl who's like very, she has a platform on Facebook. She basically was like, why y'all don't discipline y'all kids? Because my brother has Down syndrome and my mama disciplined him. Baby, you comparing apple and oranges. Because I need to do my research before I say this, but I have an opinion about that. But I still feel like comparing autism to Down syndrome, yes, they're both disabilities. We're not negating the fact that they are, and we're not taking it away as one is worse than the other. But from what I know about Down syndrome, it's apple and oranges, baby. So I just feel like a lot of people have their opinions, and they still don't have a clue, and they don't understand certain things. So I do want to talk about that, and it's just a lot of other things that I want to get to talking about on a regular, just to bring awareness to us parents as well, so people can know, so we can know what people are thinking and how we can go about expressing this. But for me, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a resource mom. If you are coming over here looking for resources, I may have some here and there, but for me, I'm here to support the moms and pretty much say things that I don't think moms would normally say, because I don't care how people judge me or look at me or what they say about Aiden, because I know what I do for my son, and I know who my son is. And it takes a lot of growth, and it takes going through things too, because I really woke up one morning and was like, yeah, Aiden, we going out to eat. If you stimming, you just stimming. If you making noises, or if you jumping up out your chair, if you run, it just happens. I'm not gonna like deprive him of the world because people don't want to understand who he is as a person. So my goal is to advocate for moms per se, but I also advocate for my son. Don't get it twisted. But just help moms remember who we were, because baby, that challenge they had on TikTok that time, I think it was like me losing my spark after a baby. I related to all those moms, and even though prior to that I started working on who I was and remembering who I was as a person. So yeah, I'm a self-care girl over here. We gonna go do things. We gonna have fun. I'm gonna find us stuff to do on a budget. I'm also gonna do like the first 15 days of Autism Month. I'm gonna dedicate to moms and show you all what I do for self-care. So yeah, it's a little traffic out here, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this conversation, and I will see y'all later on tonight because I got something else to do later. So yeah, I will see y'all soon. Alright y'all, so I am headed back home. I got a few scripts to send out for my podcast and call a couple of people, and then a couple of more women wanted to be added on to the Zoom meetup for Wednesday. But anywho, I didn't get footage in here because when it comes to spiritual things, I don't like to put them on social media because I feel like those are people's like private moments. And we were in there talking about relationship that we have with God, how we're maintaining, and things of that nature. And I think those are very private and intimate moments. So I didn't really get any recordings of that. And then I was late. Traffic was crazy, so I wasn't able to like do my normal, like, you know, when I enter, I can record. It was beautiful. I learned a lot of things. I always say, like, people carry things and they carry them very well, and you don't know what people are going through, but it's always good to just be kind. And as they talked about today, like, we have a God that is kind, and there's nothing wrong with showing one of his characteristics, which is the gift of kindness. So I won't put that on there. We did take pictures. If they get to me in time enough, I'll post a couple of pictures. But yeah, y'all just missed that event, but it was amazing. We had a good time. We cried a little bit. We talked a lot. I have been through a lot of things. I don't mind talking about things I've been through because it becomes very therapeutic at some point. And as women, we all go through certain things, but this was a little bit different from what I'm doing because this one was more on a spiritual Bible, and we talked about our favorite verses. But yeah, I don't like to put things like that on social media because that's very private, and I don't know, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Like, it's okay to let people know that you serve God, but when people are telling their story and their testimony, I guess, you have to just let people do that in private. And that was a private event, and I didn't want to record because it was kind of deep and serious. But anyways, I highly enjoyed myself. I was able to talk about my story. They had really nice activities, and I love a good activity that makes me think and things like that. We ate a little bit, and that was it. I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go home and work on those things. I don't have time to record no video because I'll do that probably later on tonight. So this evening, I'm going to go to dinner at some place called V12 Lounge. I hope it's not like a club, but it sounds like it. I know she said they were going to the club later, but I'm not a club girl anymore, so I will just be joining her for dinner. Alright, y'all, so I am on my, second adventure for tonight. I am old. Like, I am really literally sleepy right now. Not sleepy, but that I'm gonna fall asleep at the wheel. No, I would never put myself in that position. But auntie is tired. Like, I am truly an auntie. Like, it's my bedtime. I don't know what I was doing in my 20s, but this was like my type of day. Like, going from one event to the next event. Or Stan was talking about some things that happened this week in the autism community, and I forgot to mention one of the most important things that should have been the first thing that I talked about. A little boy basically jumped over the balcony. I'll put the article in the description, and they later found him in the water. It made me so depressed last year when I was on those Facebook groups, because I'm not on a lot of them anymore because they weren't serving me purpose, and to me it was like a bunch of judgmental, bitter people on there. But it got very depressing, basically seeing how many kids were, unalive from them eloping and running into the water. And I'm not judging anybody. I just think it's sad, and we have to keep an extra eye out on our babies because they fast. Baby, Aiden is fast. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to nobody. Like, I need to go work out so I can keep up with Aiden. That's how I feel. I had a baby late, and I don't have that type of energy like that, because when he go, like, I am power running. Like, I am like, I don't know what you call it when the track players not track players, when the track stars come off their little machine and then they take off running. Like, I'm having to be in that position off rip. Like, it's insane how fast he gets away. And we know that's the issue. We know our babies love water. Go ahead and take them to the pool to get that out of them. Even do water activities in the house. I know a lot that saved us with the water activities was last year was me actually like doing stuff in the sink or in the tub with him to the point he wasn't thinking about the pool. We would go to the pool 2 or 3 times a week, and I would stay out there with him as long as he wanted to, just so we can get that out of his system. I got so depressed every time I got on a Facebook group and they were talking about a kid that had eloped and was later on found in water. Like, it is so sad. And we just need to take the extra steps to make sure that our house is good. Like, just make sure everything is good. That's all I have to say about that, because the person that I am, I wasn't able to get around to it. So I definitely think that I'm going to do that. Lots of camera. Now you got to set up your own system and do all of that. But I think I'm gonna do a giveaway where I give that away just for the safety of the babies. And I know money is tight. So some things some people just can't afford, and people are like, oh, it's not that much. We don't know people's pockets, so it could be that much to them, you know. So I think I'm gonna do those 2 giveaways, because I think I have extra lots that haven't been opened, because my current apartment ended up having a double lock, and then I have like 3 sets of camera systems. I ended up buying one, and I couldn't send it back to Amazon because my mom's friend of our family, ended up giving us a system. Then my best friend, my son's goddad, gave me a system as well. So I might do that because there's no need, and if I need to get another one to help another family, I will. So yeah, let's keep our babies safe this summer. Let's take that extra step. I know we are tired a lot of times and we get exhausted, but if we gotta stay at the pool for 3 or 4 hours, baby, stay at that pool. You know, let them get that out their system. Because I know the longer that I would stay out with Aiden, he would eventually be like, go, which meant he was ready to go, and we ended up leaving. So I would let him tell me versus me telling him it was time to leave the pool or whatever. Yeah, so I am really big on support, and I know a lot of people say they don't have support. What does support look like to you? Because to me, support is the smallest thing, in my opinion. Like somebody calling and checking up on me, somebody listening to me cry about nothing, because I really don't be having nothing to cry about. It's just, I do have things to cry about, but it's not that deep to the point that I just gotta cry all the time. And I'm a crybaby, so it is what it is. But things like that matter. Somebody just calling to check on me, calling to check on Aiden, a simple hey, how you doing? Like, those things make my day. That's like support to me. And also, when it comes to support, the first question I like to ask people is, what does your support system look like? And have you asked? Because I'm gonna be real honest with you, people don't know that you need support unless you tell them. And I have like really honest, blunt friends. Like a couple of my friends, they can read my energy. It's like some telepathic, weird type stuff. But I have 2 friends, they'll just automatically call me and they're like, hey, your energy is off. I feel it, like you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you step back in this lane. Like, it's different stuff that they can pick up. And then I have friends that I literally have to tell them, like, hey, I'm going through this, that, and the third, because they'll never know. So you got to think about it. If people don't know what you're going through, how are they able to support? Life be lifing, y'all. Life is a mess right now. So people are trying to keep their head above waters. So it's also good to let people know, like, hey, I'm going through this. I feel this way. I need you here. Like, just don't go around saying, like, I don't have support. So comment below and, let me know what support looks like to you. I am almost at this restaurant and traffic is getting a little crazy again because it's downtown. And I don't miss that. I don't miss that. I thought I missed that, like, it girl thing that I used to have and just being out all the time. But I don't. I like being home. I like being a mom. But if you need me to come to something that you're having, I'm going to be there every time. And my friends know that. But, yeah, I don't miss being outside because this driving and being in traffic is insane to me. Like, I'm trying to figure out again, what was I doing at 21, 22 through 28, because I calmed down about 29, y'all. When I would get in relationships, I would calm down a little bit, just a little bit. But I still was going out when I was in these relationships. Like, I would like to have fun. And whoever I was with wanted to have fun too, but I guess I wasn't driving all the time, so hey. But yeah, comment below and let me know what support means to you all, and I will update y'all on how this went. I'll show you all what I'm eating tonight and our conversations, because this one isn't as like, this won't be spiritual. This is really us just coming together, catching up, seeing my little sis, and she's a lot of fun. Like, I'm gonna actually have a really, really great time. Not saying that I didn't have a great time earlier, but this is gonna be like my fun girl moment. I can let my hair down and be loose. So I will see y'all once I get into this restaurant. Bye. Only out for Autism Awareness Month for the events that I am attending, which I will definitely have that recorded for you all. I'm going home. I had a very great Saturday. I haven't done this in a while. I'm actually tired, but I wanted to see my little sis. I haven't seen her in a while. Today was really fun, and this is what I do as an autism mom when I do get out. I just want to let all moms know, like, never let yourself go. Always continue to have fun. You can't lose you being a mom, just a mom, period. And I think that's when we get in that depression mode. We go to overthinking. We go to feeling guilty about everything, because like, you tend to overthink when you don't continue to be yourself. So I encourage all moms, like, even if you don't go out, do something for yourself. I'll be showing different ways that you can do things for yourself. The month of April, there'll be really short videos, but I just want moms to understand, just because we have a baby or a baby with special needs, you don't have to stop living life. You can still have modest fun and do you. Never forget who you are, but always keep in mind, you know, you're a mom. But don't forget that girl, because that's still inside of us, and never lose yourself. So on that note, I am about to drive home. I'm about to get in the shower, kick it with my baby, because let me tell y'all something. Aiden think he's my man, so I honestly feel like Aiden is up waiting for me, and I will show y'all the video when I get home that Aiden is waiting for me. But if you want to see more videos of what I do as an autism mom and how I keep myself together without losing myself, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and that's what I do. Just motivate moms to continue to have fun and live life. We can't ever forget about us. So I will see y'all in the next video, and I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. It wasn't too much because I couldn't get a lot of visuals of things, but yeah, I will see y'all next week. Have a great night.